Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your next actor to the stage, it's Anne Pawsey! Hello. So, I'm Anne, actually. Never mind. And I'm a physicist. Okay, silence, I guess that's better than the usual reaction. One of the usual reactions is, well, you don't look like a physicist. And yeah, I never really know how to take that, because, well, I think it's supposed to be a compliment. Maybe I've brushed my hair, not got a huge beard. But actually what I think the people mean is, but you're a girl. And yeah, we exist, women do physics. And yeah, it's a bit awkward at that point. So there are some advantages to being a woman in physics. There aren't that many of us, so you are right to be surprised. And one of the best advantages, at conferences, you never have to queue for the loo. So, not only am I sort of not your typical physicist, I'm also not a very good geek, so I don't really fit in within physics. I still get confused between Star Wars and Star Trek. I don't think I've even seen the latter. And I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. This generally leads to the coffee room being kind of difficult, and physicists aren't the most chatty people at the best of times. And so, women in physics, and I don't fit in with physicists, and I also don't really do what people think of as physics. I quite like sleeping, so astronomy and telescope time was out because I can't manage to stay up all night. And, well, quantum mechanics makes my head hurt, and shift work, even if it is in Geneva and you can go skiing at the weekends, didn't really appeal, so that means I can't do any of the LHC Higgs boson stuff, and I know nothing at all about gravitational waves, so sorry I can't explain that one either. So, having told you exactly what I don't do, what is it that I do? Well, my research is best summed up as the research of all the stuff that you have to put in a little plastic bag in order to get it through airport security. So, liquids, pastes, gels, creams, so basically my makeup bag. And some other stuff which I got onto. Useful aside from the makeup bag, I have discovered through extensive scientific testing the one mascara that doesn't come off on microscopes. It's by Clinique, I can tell you more details later. But other good examples of soft matter physics can be found in the pages of OK and Hello magazine pretty much every week. That'd be Miss Katie Price. From the external covering of foundation and lip gloss to the internal aesthetic implants, she is a prime example of soft matter. So, soft matter is other things. My PhD is on something called blue phase liquid crystals. Now, all of you have liquid crystals here, because you've all got phones which you've remembered to turn off. However, if I was to take your phone or your fancy iPad and make a hole in the screen, a little bit of milky fluid would leak out. A bit like what would happen if you made a hole in Katie Price. Now, this milky fluid is the liquid crystal, and this is what allows your display to function. Now, one thing you do notice with laptops is if you put the screen at the wrong angle, all the colours go funny. And my PhD was working on a liquid crystal that would stop this happening. It'd be great, everybody should have it. Problem is that it only exists between 51 and 52 degrees Celsius, which is not a lot of use in Scotland. What I was trying to do was stabilise it so it could be used at room temperature, even in Scotland, and I failed utterly. But they still gave me a PhD, so never mind. I also find that soft matter is also food. Most food is soft. During my master's project, I was doing something completely crazy for Heston Blumenthal. He wanted a food that would heat up as you ate it. So, because why not? So I found a sugar that will do this, It's actually a sugar that you find in Polo Mints and in Tic Tacs, in the diet ones, and it's the thing that means that they have to have a warning on them that says excessive consumption will cause laxative effects. Because I had to test the sweet on it myself, I can tell you that the upper limit is really, really high. Like, it's at least more than 10 grams. And this stuff, what you can do is you can melt it, you can cool it down really quickly, and then when you start to eat it, it will start to crystallize and heat up as you eat it. If you leave it on the desk though, it will get so hot it will burn you, so don't do that. It's very important to eat it. The only catch is, and the reason you can't buy these in the shops, is we never quite figured out how to control it. So it would just start to heat up spontaneously. So you'd have a rack of chocolate bars where one of them would start heating up, but that would set off the next one, and then you've just got a big puddle of molten chocolate all over the floor. So yeah, you're not buying that soon. But we do actually do serious research on foodstuffs in our lab. There's one PhD student who's busy doing research on caramel, which is really sticky and gets everywhere. So we don't like working where Simon's been working. But it's slightly better than Tiffany. Tiffany does research on either deep heat or lube. And you don't want to get the two of them confused. Thank you very much.